What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a Sam's Club haul. I'm sharing how I spent $400 during this Sam's Club trip. I got some of our staples. I got some new items that we're gonna do a taste test on at the end of the video. I even picked up an item that's a perfect weeknight meal, and I'm gonna share the feedback on that. I am located in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'll be sharing all of the prices at my specific Sam's Club on the screen in case you wanna use that in your own grocery planning. I'm also going to be sharing in this video a little peek into something that I'm doing for delivery drivers. So if you need some inspiration on how to spread a little extra cheer this year, that is also going to be in this video. If you happen to be new to this channel, hi, how are you? How's the family? Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and giving me a chance. Over here, I do a lot of haul videos like this. I also share a lot of meal inspiration videos. So if you're looking for some help with meal planning, please feel free to check out the rest of my channel. And I would love it if you'd subscribe before you leave. Without further ado, let's dive into the haul and then stick around for the taste test at the end. All right, my friends, we're back with a very large Sam's Club haul. I was not expecting to spend what I did, but I did add on some things once I got there, which I usually don't do. I try to stick to a list. I think that it was worth it, but it definitely was more than what I had originally budgeted for. I was hoping to spend around $300 max, and I ended up spending $400 max. But let's discuss how that happened. First up, one of the reasons why I spent more, and I am perfectly happy to have done so, I want to set up one of those delivery driver thank you little carts or tables out in the front of my house. I've done it in the years past, and I'm going to do some bottled water, but I also wanted to do kind of fun things. So I did some mini sodas. We also needed some gallon Ziploc bags, so I grabbed that. Over here, I grabbed some chicken breasts, which are not my favorite to grab at Sam's Club because I don't like the packaging compared to Costco, but we're out. Let me just give you my feedback right now. With Costco, the chicken breasts come in like 2 or 3 breasts per pouch, and they have a way to cut off each pouch, and there's 6 pouches total. So if you wanted to, you could stick a couple in the fridge and then stick the other 4 in the freezer. With this one, it has one of those thick plastic covered things underneath the chicken, and if you freeze it, it gets stuck to the chicken, and it drives me absolutely nuts. So you kind of have to process this right away, which is really not the end of the world, but it's just kind of an extra step for me. So what I will probably do is get like half of it in the crock pot cooking for food for the kids, and then the other half I'll probably stick in some of the Ziploc bags with some type of a marinade, and then stick that in the freezer to save for myself for the future. I also grabbed a big tub of ground chicken. Did not have a good time with this in the past. With Sam's Club, it ended up going bad. So we're going to try and cook that as quickly as possible. Over here, this is going to be part of our taste test tonight. I thought it would be fun to try one of these quick meals and see if they're worth the money. So I got a Korean barbecue style beef udon stir fry kit. And it comes with the udon noodles, some seared seasoned beef steak and starch strips, Korean barbecue sauce, and a green onion topping. It says it cooks in 7 minutes. Also grabbed a 6-pack of a variety of pastas. We just always have pasta on hand. I really enjoyed this marinara sauce. The last time I grabbed it, I couldn't remember if it was Sam's or if it was BJ's, and it turns out it was Sam's. This is a really good option. My favorite is the Victoria's brand from Costco, but it's hit or miss if you're going to see that. So I'm glad to have a backup option. This one was really good. I also grabbed us some frozen pizza. We just like to have that on hand because of the fact that we rarely eat out. I'm talking we eat out maybe once every 3 months. I do lean on frozen pizza every so often for those crazy nights. Another thing I lean on is these little salad kits. I love these for lunches, and the price at Sam's on those are really good. I saw this rainbow cauliflower. I thought the kids would get a kick out of that, so I grabbed that for them. I also grabbed some of this honey roasted turkey breast for salads, wraps. We've been doing breakfast sandwiches in the morning, so we can use that on there. I also grabbed a 3-pack of organic grass-fed ground beef. Sam's has one of the best prices in my area, at least, for grass-fed ground beef. They actually beat Aldi for this, so grabbed a 3-pack of that. Also grabbed a thing of golden kiwis. These are my kids' favorite. They don't love the green ones as much. They really like the golden, so I grabbed that. I also grabbed a block of sharp cheddar cheese. I need to talk to Sam's Club Corporate, you guys, because I don't understand why they have cheese in so many different places. Why can't cheese just all be together? So I had picked this one up, but then when I went over and grabbed the American cheese, which is in a completely different area, there was a Sam's Club brand of cheddar cheese that was cheaper, but I didn't want to walk all the way back over to the other side to put this away. And I used to work retail, so I would never just put it back where it doesn't belong. I'm not built like that. So I ended up paying a little bit more, but this brand is really good cheese, so I'm not going to be that upset about it. I also grabbed a couple packs of 24 organic cage-free eggs. Kids, us, everybody eats eggs in this house. I also grabbed some organic whole milk for the kids. These are a pack of 3 1.5 gallon whole milks. So I grabbed 2 of those, so we'll have 6 total half-gallon cartons. I also grabbed some cuties for the kids. They absolutely love those. I grabbed some raspberries. My twins love these. For whatever reason, my 3-year-old does not. My 3-year-old also doesn't like bananas, but I did grab some emotional support bananas for the rest of us. John was out of peanut butter, so I grabbed some extra crunchy peanut butter for him. I'm upset because there's a Sam's Club brand peanut butter, but they only have creamy, and John likes crunchy, so I had to pay a little bit more for a name brand, but that's okay. You know, whatever makes John happy, he deserves it. He works hard, right? I also grabbed a couple packs of this Hawaiian bread over here. We had run out of bread. This, you guys, I was super pumped about. Oh my goodness. When you see this, check your Sam's Club if you're going to be going, because this was clearanced at my store for $1 something. And it is good until 2026. I double checked it. So I grabbed 2 for us, and then I grabbed 2 for my neighbor because she's the one who told me that of any of the brine kits she's ever used, this is her favorite. And I love Kinders. So I was really pumped about this. And we actually have a free turkey from BJ's and a free turkey from John's work that we need to cook up sometime over the next 3 or 4 months. So this will be perfect for that. I'm not really a girl who does brining on turkeys, but for this price, I was like, why not try it? Over here, this will be part of our taste test. We got some Snickerdoodle Smart Food. Excited to try that out. These are my favorite chips, the On the Border brand, but this time they had queso, and I believe it was on sale, so I did grab that. My kids love freeze-dried strawberries, so I was super excited to see this. It was only $7, which if you've ever bought freeze-dried strawberries, you basically have to refinance your house every time you buy them. And there's only one ingredient, which is freeze-dried strawberries. So I was happy to see that at Sam's. I honestly probably should have grabbed 2 bags, but they'll probably be there again later. All right, now let's discuss Kinders, okay? They are my favorite seasonings. I love this roast chicken, but it's so funny because I don't like it on actual chicken. I feel like it's too plain for chicken. I think chicken needs a little bit more. I do use it when I make chicken nuggets for my kids because it has kind of that vibe to it. But if I'm actually cooking like chicken breast or something for us, I usually season it with this plus something else. But what this is great on is potatoes, you guys. And also if you're doing like egg salad, potato salad, pasta salad, something about it is really good. I also grabbed our favorite cowboy butter. I have plenty of this, but I actually am going to be sending this to my parents. That's why I got 2 of the roast chicken, 1 for them, 1 for us. And then I'm going to send them this cowboy butter. And then I have been wanting to try this one. I can't remember if I tried it in the past. I think I did. But somebody reminded me on Instagram about this one. And she said it's her personal favorite. So I grabbed that one for us. I also grabbed some razors. And I'm hoping these are the right cartridges. Because when I was in the store, I couldn't remember what razor we have. But I grabbed that. Those were on sale. So that was nice. For the delivery driver little stand thingy that I'm going to have, I'm going to put some of these Christmas trees out. The only thing is I do live in Florida and it has been in like the 40s and 50s lately. So on those type of days, I'll put this out. But on the days where it's still in the 60s or 70s, I'll probably skip that. And then we will just get to enjoy them. Another item for our taste test, we have these hot chocolate truffles. It says that they are a melt-away center with marshmallows and a decadent shell sprinkled with peppermint for that delicious hot chocolate flavor. So that's exciting. Also for the delivery drivers, I grabbed a variety pack of chips, and then the rest will go with John to work. Also for the delivery drivers, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited. I don't even remember the last time I had a Christmas tree cake. I'm telling you guys, it's probably been at least a decade since I have partaken, is that a word? I don't know, in a Little Debbie's Christmas tree cake. But I thought these would be really fun for the delivery drivers to get to have. And then last but not least, I saw these beautiful books out and they were only $13. These are regularly priced $19.90 something on Amazon. Amazon also had them at the same price though. So if you don't want to go to Sam's, this is available on Amazon for around the same price, at least right now as I'm filming. But I just thought this was really beautiful. I ended up grabbing 2 of them, 1 for my nephew and then 1 for us. So that is everything that I grabbed at Sam's Club. Let's go ahead and dive into the taste test.
I don't know. Are we good?
We good.
We good.
We're as good as it's gonna get, man. You guys, we have a, is that upside down? 100% was. Always the professional.
Professional.
We have a, oh my word. Okay, so we have this meal kit that I grabbed at Sam's Club. It was in the section where I had got the pulled pork for one of our previous videos, kind of over by where, at least in my Sam's Club, it was over by like the rotisserie chicken area where they have like the prepared dips and all that jazz. So we're doing great. It just dropped on the ground. This bad boy, I'm thinking would be like a really good quick weeknight dinner, but we're actually having it for lunch today. So we're going to share a little taste test and see.
Was it expensive?
I want to say, I'll be putting the price on the screen as always, but I want to say it was around $13. But it's a pretty,
it's
what
a
would
large
you say?
Portion.
4 to 6 servings on that? I wonder if it told you.
I would say at least 4.
Let's see. It's over 2 pounds of food. And it says 5 servings.
Okay.
5 1-cup servings. Ooh. So I'd say depending on who's eating it, you know. You could always like, I think the protein is the biggest thing on this. You'd want to probably bump that up.
That's a good amount of steak.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so anyways, we're going to dive in. Let's see here. John selected not to put the green onions on top that it comes with because both of us don't like green onions, so.
I was going to say, did I select wrong?
Nope.
It smelled good when I was making it.
I'm going to tell you something about John and I. We are really good now about not really ordering takeout very much because we've gotten to the point where takeout is so expensive and it's usually pretty mediocre.
Facts.
But the one area that we love to order takeout is Chinese food. And I feel like if you're trying to avoid ordering takeout and you're like us and you love Chinese food, I think that a meal like this would like curb that craving. Do you agree with me? It's almost like a lo mein situation.
It hits the need.
I truly think that's worth the price. If it was around $13, if it was like anywhere in the $13 to $17 range, I think that it's totally worth it. Because at this point, if you order some Chinese food for your family of 4, it's like $60 to $80. Yeah. So I think that's a great value for the price.
You know what this would go pair great with?
What?
Is those chicken
nuggets from Aldi?
Is that the ones?
Yeah. So, okay, one of the things is we're originally from New England, and New England Chinese food is like a little specific, and they have these things called chicken fingers. And it's basically like...
At Chinese restaurants.
At Chinese restaurants. And it's chicken tenders, basically, but it's dipped in more of like a pancake-style batter versus like a panko or even like a breaded style. And they're really, really good. So when we would ever order Chinese food in New England, we would always get kind of like a plethora of things. And chicken fingers was always one of them. Well, one of my friends told me that Aldi sells these little chicken nuggets, which are basically like a nugget version of the chicken tenders. And she was correct. So if we wanted to do kind of like a Chinese food night, I think grabbing this plus those chicken nuggets, making like a little homemade New England duck sauce, because I know how to make that, we could have our own Chinese food night.
Listen, if you're going to say it with the New England duck sauce.
Nothing about that sounded like We have a tradition on Christmas Eve that we eat Chinese food. And I'm thinking instead of ordering Chinese food, we go that route. I think that would be fun.
Nope.
No. We're going to order it. Good. Okay.
We need to order and we need to eat it with the big ladle.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why this even became a thing is because when we bought our first home in Hawaii in 2017, we moved in on Christmas Eve. And we were like, let's celebrate. And my sister was visiting and she was helping us paint and all of that stuff. Let's celebrate by ordering some Chinese food. And we ordered it and we realized that we hadn't packed our utensils from our old place. So we ended up having to eat our Chinese food like with a combination of our fingers, spatulas, ladles, anything and everything. So now it's turned into our Christmas Eve tradition that we eat Chinese food that night just because of that day. So anyways, okay, let's try the other things. Okay, next up, I don't move your face. I don't think you had to, but it's tradition at this point. So we have these on the border chips, which I've had plenty of times from Sam's Club, but this is a special queso version. So I wanted to provide feedback on if it's flavorful, how spicy it is, all that jazz. Oh, we didn't rate that. I'm going 8.
You're going 8 for the
udon meal. I'm going 8.
I'm gonna go 7, just because I like ramen more than udon.
Then style like that.
Yeah.
The chips, I feel like it's a wannabe Cool Ranch Dorito.
It's like not enough flavor.
Yeah, it's like it just...
They need to add more queso seasoning to it.
Yeah, it's like almost just they sprinkled on a little extra seasoning on a regular tortilla chip.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I love a regular tortilla chip, but I kind of went in hoping there was a good amount of flavor. Overall though, I think it's still like a...
Well, they're still good chips.
Yeah, I'd say like a 7, 8.
Yeah, it's like a 7.
Yeah.
It's like they took the seasoning from a small bag and then put it in.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
it just didn't stretch enough or something. So what happened in the store with this popcorn is I originally had a gingerbread popcorn in the cart.
Oh.
And both of us are not really big gingerbread fans. Like, we like it, but it's not like, you know. It looked really good though. If you are a big gingerbread fan, it was from that brand that's based in like Chicago that does like the cheddar and caramel one.
Oh.
I think it's called Garrett's. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
It looked really good, but it was also like $7 for the bag. And I was like, I don't know if I want to gamble on it. So I put it in the cart and I was like thinking about it. And then I turned the corner and saw this one. Smart Food Snickerdoodle. Move your face. And we love Snickerdoodle. So I was like, okay, I'm still getting a holiday popcorn, but this one is less of a gamble for the price. It smells so good.
Bag.
It's a giant bag.
If it was
Huge.
bad, if this was it the same size for the gingerbread?
It looked like a little bit smaller.
It would be such a waste if it wasn't good.
I mean, I would have sent you to work with it, but it still would have been a bummer for us. But anyways, okay, let's dive in.
I haven't brought a lot of things to work recently.
No, we've
Just
been
realized
liking
that.
everything.
That is a problem.
I'm very happy with Sam's Club right now. That is delicious. It's not too much. You know how sometimes seasoned popcorn can just be like too much? That is not too much. It's like the perfect amount. It's cinnamony, just a touch of sweetness. It's not overly sweet. It's not like, I was kind of expecting that they would have made it kind of like a caramel. You know how caramel popcorn has that like crispiness to it, like, you know what I'm talking about,
like
where it's almost like
coating.
a creme. Yeah, the coating. I was thinking it was going to be like that and then sprinkled with cinnamon, but it's truly just the popcorn sprinkled with cinnamon and maybe sugar. It's got like a hint of sweetness, but nothing crazy.
So good.
That's going to be a problem because it's like that's the type that you could just snack on endlessly and not. Although I think that popcorn is one of those things where it's like, even if you have a large volume of it, it's not the end of the world. So that one, I'm going 8.
I'm going 7.5.
Is it a solid 7.5?
No,
It's like a soft 7.5. Okay. And then last but not least, move your face. We have these hot chocolate truffles. This cracks me up. Okay, I just got to talk about the packaging. It says creamy melt-away center with marshmallows and a decadent shell sprinkled with peppermint for that delicious hot chocolate flavor. That doesn't make sense to me because it's like peppermint isn't hot chocolate flavor, so I don't get that. Not all hot chocolate has peppermint, but whatever.
There's a lot of judgment being thrown at that thing.
And it does come in these little individual packages. So if you are putting together like a gift or something, and you wanted to add these, you're so welcome. Maybe you could do like a little mug and add these little truffles in.
I thought it was going to be softer than that.
I thought so too, but I actually am digging it, man. I am digging that. It reminds me of like the Andes mints flavor.
Wait.
I know, something happened to me.
There's mint on it.
But it's not heavy on the mint.
It's not heavy, but it's there.
It's there, but it's not heavy. I love the crunch of the candy cane on the top. The quality of chocolate is actually impressing me quite a bit. The texture of it, the taste of it, it's very strong chocolate flavor.
It's like a cocoa chocolate.
Yes, it's
flavor.
not like super decadent or sweet.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just tastes elevated or something.
It's not
Rich.
like,
You were about to use that. Yes, I agree. Really good. Okay, I'm giving that a 9 actually.
I'm going 9, yeah.
We gave a 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is everything, right? And then in addition to the taste test that we just did, I have 2 product feedbacks I wanted to provide on things that I've tried since we filmed the haul because it's been a day and a half. The caramelized onion butter seasoning from Kinder's. If you guys are looking for, if you know when you have like the ramen and it comes with those little packets, that's basically what that smells like. And it,
for real?
Yes. And it's like heaven. It's really, really good. So if you're looking for that type of vibe in a seasoning, super good. And then number 2, I already forgot. Oh, I know what it was. Number 2 is I bought that huge pack of Sam's Club brand chips. It's like Members Mark or something like that. And I had a bag of the little crispy Cheetos, whatever they're called. Crunchy Cheetos? Is that what they're called? But basically like their store version of the Cheetos. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really think those are better than Cheetos.
I'm going to go ahead and interject here too, because I've had a bag of that and the sour cream and cheddar. And they're also better.
Weird, right? And I'm like, is it just in my head? Because I swear a lot of these companies, what they do is they produce it from the same warehouse. So I'm like, am I, but I'm telling you, they're better.
Yeah.
And I don't say that about a lot of stuff from Sam's Club because I'm not Sam's Club's #1 fan. I am a Costco girl through and through. So I was like incredibly shocked when I was eating that bag the other day. I was like, wow, this is...
Does Costco even have their own like box
I don't
of
think
chips
for
like that?
chips. I don't think so. They have the tortillas, but I don't think they have chips. But anyways, so if you happen to be in Sam's and you're wondering if it's worth, I think it was honestly, I want to say it was $3 or $4 cheaper for the whole box, and it's better tasting. It was weird because like Lay's had an option for $18 for a count of 50. And then Sam's Club's was like $13 for 42. So you're not getting 50, but it's still cheaper.
Better value.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, well, that wraps that up. We're going to get all of this feedback over to corporate. I hope we delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.